Reg-ent is the Academy's clinical data registry, the first of its kind for our specialty. Reg-ent is a wonderful new platform that will benefit all of our members in one way or another, whether or not you're interested in outcomes and effectiveness research, whether or not you're interested in Reg-ent for maintenance of certification or post-market surveillance. Suffice it to say, it will serve multiple purposes and will benefit all of our members. So among the things that Reg-ent will be able to do, it will address critical member needs in the domains of quality reporting for Medicare. Further, it will document for the first time the value of our care for members, the care that we provide our patients. It's also going to allow for tracking of patient outcomes over time. It will assist with the development of alternative payment models, and it's also going to facilitate requirements of maintenance of certification and licensure through our partnership with the American Board of Otolaryngology. It's going to allow for the development of relevant specialty-specific performance measures through the modular development of Reg-ent that we are pursuing. It's also going to enable post-market product surveillance in an intriguing way where we can partner with organizations such as the Food and Drug Administration or even industry to be able to partner with them in the post-market surveillance of the devices that they create. What we have been able to do thus far is we have been able to already establish the business plan that was submitted to the board and approved in September of 2015. The board has already ratified the selection of FigMD as our technology partner, and they've been an incredible partner over the last year, helping us to establish the platform. We've signed all the agreements that we need in order to capture the data from our participant sites. And perhaps most exciting, we received notification from CMS that Reg-ent is a qualified clinical data registry. In our pilot, which is the phase that we have been in for the last several months, we identified early on 38 pilot sites. We were delighted with the great enthusiasm for groups who wished to participate in the pilot feature of Reg-ent. Within our pilot, we wanted to be sure that we were capturing the depth and breadth of the specialty. So we have both private practice sites, currently 21, as well as academic medical centers. Currently we have 17. And again, this makes sure that we're able to touch all of the different groups that will be participants within Reg-ent. We have small groups and large groups. We also have groups that are using different EHRs to be able to test the data extraction and validation process that FIG, our technology partner, provides. All of the pilot sites are currently in various stages of their contract execution to be able to participate, and we trust that we will have that complete very soon. 21 practices and 225 participants have already executed their contracts and have commenced the early registry integration process. So what that means is we are literally starting to extract the data that will be a part of Reg-ent. And Reg-ent participation by practices is already positively impacting the membership renewals. In other words, what we're finding is that where we had lost some members, now they are signing up again to be a part of the Academy so that they can be a part of this exciting project. We were very deliberate about the governance of Reg-ent, and there is a Reg-ent Executive Committee. This has been approved by the Executive Committee of the Board of Directors. It's chaired by Dr. Jim Denaney, and we were thoughtful with making sure that it included both academic individuals as well as those in private practice, and it has geographic diversity as well. So we have Dr. William Blythe, Dr. Michael Glynn, myself, Lisa Ishii, Melissa Pennanen, Dr. Jennifer Shin, Dr. Lauren Zaretsky, and Dr. Bob Miller, who is again partnering with us for the value that Reg-ent will have for maintenance of certification. This group convenes on a monthly basis to think about both strategy for what will happen moving forward with Reg-ent, and it will answer the important questions around who has access to the data and other issues that arise as related to it. In order that we can make sure that we are providing something to all of the different specialties within otolaryngology, it's being built in a modular format, and each of the modules that is specialty related will be governed by a clinical advisory council. So for example, there will be a facial plastic surgery clinical advisory council, a general and sleep Clinical Advisory Council, a head and neck surgery Clinical Advisory Council, and a hearing and balance Clinical Advisory Council, as well as one for pediatrics, sinus and allergy, and voice and swallowing. These clinical advisory councils are already in place, and they play a critical role in deciding the information that's important to be collected within Regent for those specialties. They will help with the measures development. They will guide that to be sure that the measures are the relevant ones for the specialty societies. Our Regent Measures platform is focusing on quality improvement, disease management, patient outcomes, including the patient experience of care, PQRS, measures for all specialties for the merit-based incentive payment system, or MIPS, as we're all familiar with, which is process outcomes, cost, and resource use, as well as meaningful use now and under MIPS in the future, and, as mentioned previously, maintenance of certification. And then the Regent measures that are currently in place. So in the pilot, the first ones that were implemented were the PQRS measures that were already in existence, and these included those that the AAO-HNSF already owned and stewarded, such as AOE and sinusitis, as well as some pilot measures that were developed around outcomes to be included specifically for the pilot project. Future Regent measures are going to include all of the measures for the specialties that I already mentioned that will be decided upon by the clinical advisory committees linked to the specialty societies, and they will operate under the Regent Executive Committee that was articulated previously. And they'll think about cost and resource use measures as well as process measures. So of the Regent measures, the current PQRS measures are shown here in this slide. And then there are also the non-PQRS measures that I mentioned that were developed both for the purpose of the pilot, but also as measures that we will use moving forward.